Washington will kick off as this one gets started. Fielded in the end zone. It's Hunter. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the... A good one. First down here for the offense. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Here comes the offense on first down. Dropping back, it's Jordan. Coming out aggressively. He's got it on the right. And they are pushing the ball down the field. A big pickup on that one, and the tackle is finally made. And so much for feeling each other out for a few plays. These guys come out spinning it.
All gas, no brakes. Come in and spin the magic bean on the opening play of the game, taking a shot. Doesn't get better than that if you're this quarterback.
Don't you love energetic defenses that fly around and make things happen? The ones that get in the backfield, the running back tries to go somewhere. Where do you want him to go? There is nowhere to go. Nice job by the defense, creating the tackle for a loss on first down.
Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. And he almost ran away from everybody on that one. A huge pickup on that play.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Wide receiver shows motion. Quick pass on the fly motion. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks. And they made it to the house, but they found that 6 points waiting on them. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game, get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The offense lining up for a first down play. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They start the afternoon with a run, and it goes nowhere.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pick picked off. That kind of play can really get you going, not only on defense, but the great field position for the O at the 37.
Not the start this kid was looking for. Very first pass of the day gets picked off. This is a defense that's got a lot of ball hawks on the back end, and he's got to be real careful with his eyes, not telegraph throws like he did right there. He's going to have to settle in.
Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. The great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient, find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They'll line up for a second down play. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Unleashes one deep. He makes the catch in the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
This quarterback really does a nice job seeing the field and reading coverage. And when you go empty and you spread the defense out, it's easier to see what the defense is doing.
And the extra point makes it 14-0. Quick strike offense on that three-play scoring drive. And they cap things off with a scoring toss from 27 yards out. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And they desperately wanted to attempt a return, but decided not to. Instead, they'll take the touchback. And Washington is ready to go back on the attack. Going up top on first down. The sure hands, it's Jordan. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Part of the DNA of the Washington offense has been a guy who can get it done with his arm.
And just finding a guy that makes everybody around you better. That can make the right decisions. That can highlight your skill positions. That's what get the Washington fans going crazy, going nuts. And that's when they have those great football teams.
Wide open downfield. Big play for this offense as they get it to the 32.
Good pass protection isn't just offensive line, right? Running backs also have to be able to pick up the blitz. That running back did an outstanding job. That allowed his quarterback to just buy a little bit more time before making that throw.
Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Buys a little time. Gets rid of it. Snagged in the middle. It's Johnson. Excellent job working through the air. They're finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Leaves it with the back. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. Second down here as they go back to work after the break. Looking downfield, it's Jordan. They get him down after the scramble, but he's able to pick up a few and turn it into a positive play. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can pick up the first without scoring. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, on 3rd and short in field goal range, they dial up the pass play. Quarterback was trying to get through his progressions. There was just simply nobody open. Couldn't make an accurate enough throw. Ball falls incomplete. Now setting up a big decision here on 4th down.
Bought a little time, lets it go. And it's incomplete, a missed opportunity for the offense.
That is just a play you have got to be able to come up with. They don't get bigger than that.
Buckeyes will kick it away to start. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it up. He'll be stopped at the 15. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. He's going to take a shot. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
I think when you go through these progressions as a quarterback, you want to find the right guy to throw to, obviously. I didn't think he was the right guy. I didn't think he was really that open. And listen, he sailed and he overthrew, but I might have surveyed the middle of the field a little bit better there.
On second down, they'll take to the air. He's going to throw deep right side. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
And good job by the defense. The defense clearly knew where they were going with the football. Double coverage out wide, making sure they don't give up a touchdown to that guy. Nice job by the defense.
On third down, he drops to throw. He misses his man. The accuracy just not what it needed to be on that play. 3 straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. And it's incomplete way downfield, and the defense rises to the occasion.
There are analytics out there in college football that say maybe you can go for that at that point of the field here in the first half. It's still early. If you don't get it, you can come back later in the game, make it up, score some more points, and that mistake will be erased. The problem is right now at this juncture of the game, that was a big-time error. The fact that you didn't get that, you're now gifting your opponent points.
Here's the handoff. Gets it all the way down to the 2-yard line. He was fighting for that end zone.
Well, the defense knew coming into this one it was going to be a physical game. Guys are going to have to be great at the point of attack and get off blocks and make tackles. They couldn't stop the offense from picking up that first down on that run play.
Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
So on offense, you've got to find a way to put 6 up on the board. You know that in this game, field goals may not get it done. So big-time players make big plays in big games. Who can you rely on right now to get you a touchdown?
They lost ground on first down. Now 2nd and goal from the 5. They'll keep it on the ground, right up the gut, looking for 6. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarter.
He snares it in the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Coming out with it, it's Cooper. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped.
It's complete. A huge pickup. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. After that big gainer to open things up, they'll put it in play from the 40. Comes out throwing on first down. Fires to the wideout. Hauls it in. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
He makes it look so routine out there, just plucking passes in this offense. When you think about the success the Trojans have had offensively in the past and certainly in more recent times, it always feels like there's got to be at least one receiver in this offense in the discussion for best in the country. This guy, I think, can be that.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. He wants to throw. Feeling some heat. And the pressure gets to him. Down goes the quarterback.
What an individual effort that time, beating his guy and getting in the backfield and making a play. Ohio State has had so many dominant D linemen in recent years, right? The Bosa brothers, Chase Young. You know those guys are watching this game. They're proud of what they just saw. This dude is a game wrecker.
On 2nd down, wants to throw it. Fires to the right. Got his man all by himself.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's third best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
He'll set up to throw. Looking for the end zone. And they can't make the connection on 3rd down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
They were unfazed by that earlier 4th down failure and will try for a 2nd time in this one. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Fires deep toward the end zone. Oh, and he gets downfield for the big catch. They were easily within field goal range there, but they don't feel like you can win this game 3 points at a time.
No, pass. I mean, you got to be aggressive. You got to get touchdowns, man. You've seen the emphasis. Defenses are willing to give up yards now to make you kick field goals. I like this offense being aggressive. Forget the threes. We need 6s.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. They'll be able to get off one more play before quarter's end. They'll try to blast their way in. And he's going to wind up losing a couple of yards as time expires here in the 1st quarter.
That's the end of the 1st quarter with the score, Ohio State 7, USC 0.
Starting off this quarter close enough to smell the goal line. Quick strike complete. Touchdown Trojans. Hauled it in and just kept right on running to the hallelujah land. Now that's the way to bail out the rest of the team. Start with bad field position, put together a drive anyway.
And very confident. You can see the quarterback just had a bit of a swagger, Reese. He was like, look, all right, we're starting deep in our own end. Special teams didn't help us out, but we can fix that right now, fellas. And they went out and looked so good on that last drive.
Great starting point. Grabs it inside his 25, and here he comes. And the returner will be knocked down. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
To the air, it's Jordan. Finds his target down the middle. Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Movement here from the tight end. Looking for room, it's Cooper.
And sticking to the run. I'll tell you what, a lot of teams that are really good are really stubborn, and they continue to run the football even with little success. So this offense is going to continue to focus on running the football, you can tell.
To the ground with the back. Nice stiff arm there, but the defense still able to stop him for a short gain. We'll take a quick break as we have reached the final 2 minutes of the first half. Just shy of midfield at the 47. The defense needs a third down stop. They'll leave it with him. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
In that third down and manageable situation, I love the RPO play call. You just would love to see your offensive line get a little bit more push. That was a good look to run into, but the defense just beat them up front.
They really have no choice here. This is a no-brainer. You go for it here on this fourth down. Try to get it on the ground. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And how about the defense coming up big on fourth and short? You know they're going to run the football. Great job stacking the box, getting the big stop.
Trying to find his man on first down. He'll off one deep down the left side. And the pass hits, picked off. Going the other way, and he's got room.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching it. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll give it to the back. At the 35, he's got room. Hit the afterburners, kid. He's at the 20. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buckeyes.
And that is exactly what you want from your offense. Man, late in the half, you want to execute and then punch it in physically on the ground. Take the lead going into the half. Take all the momentum. Nice execution on the drive by that offense.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it out. It's Cooper. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line.
We'll take over first and 10.
This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
Off he goes. At the 30. He's at the 10. And he takes it all the way. They couldn't stop him. Touchdown, Trojans.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times, touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Straight ahead from inside his 25. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Here comes the Ohio Ohio State offense onto the field. The way this game started, you feel as if you have to score a touchdown every time you have it, and now we'll see if they can respond.
Yeah, and I wonder how much pressure that puts on the offense. Jesse, like, you know this is back and forth, and I got to score, and every possession matters so much. What does that do to you as a quarterback?
Well, it puts a lot more pressure on you for sure to feel like I got to make every third down throw. If guys are open vertically down the field, I got to hit them too.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's picked off by the defender Vaughn. He's out of bounds. Couldn't get the foot down. It's incomplete. Referee. Timeout is the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Now this offense facing a 3rd and long from their own